Hello, welcome back. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing panel. I learned so much from that panel.
I mean, there's no better experts to learn from than those ladies about how to start a brand. If you want to start one tomorrow, if you're in the middle of starting one, what's one of the best tips that you liked from it?
I personally really reflected on, oh my gosh, this fly.
This fly, we have this fly that's been at a rare day all day.
He wants the flowers. I think it might be a bee. Thank you, Amy Sorick, for the beautiful arrangements, by the way. Creative director, Amy Sorick. I just come to my house all the time. Okay, anyway, back to the mission at hand. We learned so much, and I actually really liked the piece about not being afraid to see results quickly, because, you know, we've worked on quite a few brands, launched quite a few collabs, and it's that launch day where you're looking at the numbers and thinking, oh my God, how did it go? And I mean, all of our collabs have gone so well, but outside of that, you know, I'm just kidding. It doesn't always go well, and everything looks perfect to the, you know, to the social media grid, but behind the scenes, it's like, something's happening. It's crazy. It's like fires, and you can't see it, but it's all happening. And even a lot of the founders who were talking about what's happened to them, like, it's a lot of grit. It's hard. It's not easy. And you know what? If it was easy, then everyone would do it. So because it's not easy, not everyone can do it. See how that works? Okay. Anyway, so pretty much we're not at Coachella this weekend. Right. We are at a rare day.
So sad.
And
Rarecella.
Here's something that Coachella always has. And you know what? We didn't go to Coachella, so we went to a rare day. Hence, we didn't see the surprise performances, but a rare day is going to have a surprise. It's like a rap concert.
We're basically a rap. Rap Rarecella.
Oh, okay. It's taking it to another level. Okay. We have a surprise appearance, and
y'all go better when I get this better. 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 When I get this better. Y'all go better. Y'all go better. Y'all go better. Y'all go better.
Oh my God, I just felt like that was like I'm like out of breath from dancing.
I know, I feel like that was like an eternity ago, but it was literally just like 6 months ago, but I feel like that and then who I am right now is so different.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. It's Wild Lavender
Stephanie.
Here.
Oh,
I'm
Jen, here we go. Wild Lavender reunited. This really is a Rarecella right now.
It really is.
It is a reunion.
It really
on
is.
video. We got some questions. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Yes,
right now?
yes.
Okay.
So you guys submitted a few questions in the chat log. Thank you so much for your curiosity. And we selected our favorite ones, and we're gonna run through them right now.
Okay, let's start this off. Man. Okay, at Jen. Thank you so much for being an inspiration to us all these years. I love watching your channel with my sister. If you were to start a channel today, what would be your first step?
Ooh, okay. So if it's right now, let's say you're about to do it tomorrow, I would say release any expectation from it, first of all. I feel like whenever expectations get involved, you get in your head, that's when doubt kicks in, that's when it'll never match up to what you hope it'll be. So you really just have to stay present. Find joy in the video or the content that you're producing. Create something that you personally would want to watch rather than mimicking something else that you've seen. Obviously, imitation is important too, especially when you're starting because you're still developing the skills that you need. But as you get consistency, as you learn what your sense of style is, what your sense of aesthetic is, your own voice in your videos, just keep bringing that to the table because that's something that no one can replace other than you.
Well, mic drop.
Okay? Mic drop, yeah. But it's hard, yeah, because I feel like I had the luxury of like starting at 2010 where there was no expectations. I was like, I'm going to show what I thrifted at Goodwill, you know? Even like when you started, 2012, 13?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was barely anything.
It wasn't, yeah, it didn't, it's not as huge as it is now. And I feel like there was a lot less pressure back then.
Do you remember what your first video was?
The freaking Valentine's Day magnets. Jen helped me film my first video. It was in Oakland.
Mhm.
Oh my.
The cross stitches. I think I still have those magnets somewhere.
Yeah, I still have my magnet. It was a little
J+S.
Yeah. It was a little felt heart cross stitch magnet or embroidered magnet.
Mhm.
And
Like
I'm still cross stitching today.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but
It's gone to like the next level of cross stitching now.
yeah. I mean, pandemic, everyone.
Mhm.
Okay. Next question. I know everyone keeps saying how important it is to have an amazing support group. How did you find such amazing people to surround yourself with and help you stay true to yourself and your brand?
Ooh. Man, so is this a question about like your friends or is it the people that you work with? I guess we can kind of segment them into two categories.
Yeah, because also I feel like they combine.
That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah. I mean, the ideal situation is to work with people that are your friends and you guys have that perfect want match where it's compatible. You guys are on the same page. I would say,
But you're not just party friends.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't work with your party friends. That's the big difference.
It's like, do you see them in the daytime?
Yes.
Do you see them without a substance?
Yeah.
Other than coffee. But I would say like the main thing is you have to be a worthy partner. So all you can do is be the best self that you can, build skills that can't be replaced by anyone else other than you. And just focus on how you can be the best evolved version of yourself. And then your tribe will come to you. So yeah, you got to be a worthy partner to find a worthy partner.
I think it's also been really difficult for a lot of people, obviously, during this time to like keep connecting with people. I mean, we haven't seen each other in a minute, but because also it's like, I mean, I just got vaccinated, so I feel, I'm feeling a lot better, but also we're both isolating a lot on our own separate zones. So it's been difficult for people during this time, but it is important to keep checking in with each other, even if you're like in your own headspace and your own physical space.
Exactly. I think it's really important to like reach out, even if you can't physically be there, but even just like a short text, a little message, a little meme saying that you're thinking about them. That goes a long way.
And even if it feels repetitive, which it has been, like, how's it going, it's important just to say, what's up,
Yeah, definitely.
I think we could all be better about doing that. We're all in our own shit, but okay. Next question here. Oh, how has your content shifted since the pandemic? What are some tips that you have for pivoting your content?
Ooh, that one. I feel like when 2020 happened, it really dissolved any distractions, especially like social distractions. There was no big events. There was no like trips. And I think once that was gone, it made me it was almost like, I don't know, as much as those trips are fun and exciting and stimulating, I feel like that's not reality. And I almost feel like people prefer watching things that are real. Like, I feel like that's when I was able to brainstorm more of content that is more day to day, like what I eat in a week, how I find inspiration, books that I enjoy, how I write my notes, like all that stuff. I feel like these are more tangible things that everyone can do, rather than like jump on a plane and go to Bahamas, Bora Bora, like it like I feel like that was a really popular trend maybe in 2014, where it was almost like you're like peering into a life that seemed so extraordinary. And even for me, when I was on those trips, I was really stricken with like imposter syndrome, being like, what the heck, like why am I here? But okay, so I almost feel like that reality didn't even feel like real life to me. So I almost feel way more centered and way more connected with the work that I do now. And I feel
like the content that I personally enjoy watching like all the DIY stuff. I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, this was the time to like dive more into that, and things that are actually relatable to us in our daily lives, I think, are just way more interesting. Of course, I like to watch cool vlogs and like of like extreme places and like
Mhm.
helicopter rides and stuff like that. But I want to see somebody restore a coffee table, and I want to see somebody flip it for
Mhm.
3 times the price
Oh
that
my
they bought it
gosh.
from off of Facebook Marketplace. Okay,
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
what I like to watch.
It's very satisfying,
Yeah.
especially like those transformation videos
Yeah,
from like,
yeah,
something
yeah.
that you wouldn't bat an eye for, and then
Mhm.
see it become something incredible. Like I love organization videos where people are just organizing like their kitchen or their pantry or even like a closet.
Okay, yeah, actually, this is a question for me. Like, are those the videos that you're watching right now? Like, what videos are you personally like really deep into right now?
Ooh, that one. I mean, okay, I think for a minute it was like just like birthing vlogs.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because when I
that's it.
first found out I was pregnant, I was like, okay. I feel like that's like the biggest scare of just like, oh my gosh, like what happens when you give birth? Because you're told that this is going to be the most excruciating pain of your life, but it's like inevitable for it to happen because that's how the baby comes out. So I was watching just like tons of birthing vlogs, and so my algorithm was just like babies and just like, but then I fine-tuned the birthing vlogs to just positive ones, because the negative ones, oh, like, I mean, I feel so bad for anyone who has gone through like a traumatic birth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, I got to keep things positive, you know? So that's a lot on my algorithm. I still have to
Yeah.
kind of tweak.
Poop
Tweak it out.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I've learned from birthing.
Yeah, I feel like pooping is like the least of my concerns at this
Exactly.
point. I'm just like,
Pooping
I don't want,
pooping and tearing.
yeah, I was like, please, I just don't want like a 3rd-degree tear, you know? It's just like the whole thing. Ow. Okay, anyway, shall we move on?
Yeah. Also, I don't know why, but when you said babies, I couldn't stop thinking about that. I was like laughing about it in my head. Okay, let's see. Okay, how do you keep your content feeling fresh and exciting? How do you brainstorm ideas for new content?
Ooh.
I think this one is just like, you just got to make stuff that you enjoy watching, like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the emphasis shouldn't be all about like fresh and exciting, because repetition is really important too. Ashley actually taught me the importance of repetition, because before I thought like once I make a video idea and it does, and let's say it does well, I'm like, okay, well that was it, and now I'm gonna do something else. No, like you keep doing it, you keep repeating it, and even if you feel like repetitive and redundant, being like, oh, I showed everyone this before. No. Like it's obvious to you because it's your life, but people forget. Like when you're watching something, you know, people are like painting their nails, they're cleaning their room, they're not really paying like full attention. So it's totally okay if you are repetitive. That's how you slowly build like your brand. Oh, it's so cringe to say that, but that's how you build like characteristics that are like distinguishable to you. And I guess that's what a brand is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I feel like both of us probably go through this where you think you're saying the same thing over and over and over again. You're like, wow, I think I've said this phrase at least like 20 times, but
and then it becomes a catchphrase, and then like
hopefully it's not something just like really bad.
Well, Ben's because Ben does a lot of cooking videos now, and he says "deliciano" after he finishes his meal. But it's something he just says like random bits.
He's made up a word.
Yeah, deliciano.
Deliciano.
But he said it like maybe like 3 times, but all the comments are like, oh my gosh, you have to make an apron that says deliciano. And now whenever he comes, like when I just see him, I just say deliciano. But
Italians around the world are just
cringing.
pissed.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like in order to keep it fresh and exciting, I think finding like repeating content that is exciting for you is good. I think just but tweak it a little bit. Maybe try like from a different angle. Like let's say if you're doing like a food video, keep doing like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but like maybe tweak what you make and then try like from a different country. Like I think it's just the small little tweaks make something exciting.
Yeah, I know. I saw your breakfast from around the world.
Oh yeah, that was really fun to do.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I want to do that again too. Actually, that was good. Different countries, you know.
Yeah, different. There's a lot of countries.
There's
to choose
so
from.
many countries.
So
yeah.
You just do the world. Okay,
Yeah.
That's a new series right there. Okay, we have one more question. How do you push past creative ruts or periods of burnout?
Oh,
That's a hard one.
that is hard. I would say like it's important to get like, oh, it's so cliche and trite, but like it's important to just really pick a day of rest and not feel guilty about it whatsoever. Not even like I'm resting because I know I have to. Like, no, even get that thought out of your head. Like, I think just a full day of just like guiltless unproductivity is important. And for me, that's like a Sunday. I do absolutely nothing. Oh, actually, I clean the whole house on Sunday, but I'm not doing any work. Like it's because I'm like a double Virgo. I love.
But you enjoy cleaning.
Exactly. It's just
therapeutic for you.
It's so therapeutic. So that's like me unwinding. Oh, I sound so like, you know what I mean?
Well, I thought it was really interesting because I don't know when you started this, but I remember there was some time, maybe in 2019, where we were talking about something and you said, oh, I don't work on the weekends anymore.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what? Whoa, okay. And I feel like there was a real shift in like, not necessarily your attitude, but I could tell that your happiness factor was going up.
Yeah.
When you made that decision to create that separate space for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And you, in terms of cleaning, you enjoy doing that. Like you love the renew, refresh.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's part of your process, then there's nothing weird about that.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
like the beauty of like what we do is we love it so much, but the other side of the coin is that we don't know when to stop. And even if you love something you do, but you're doing it non-stop, that's how burnouts happen. So I think it's so important to extend boundaries of like of knowing like, you know what, after 8 p.m. I'm not gonna look at emails. Like all my alerts are off. Like this is time for me to just have a good meal, maybe like take a shower, a bath,
Have a cuddle.
with the
Yeah.
doggies, watch a movie, relax, and not
Yeah.
feel guilty about it. I feel like I'm really just repeating that, so it drills into my mind. So that's it's really a lesson for me. Yeah.
I gotta do that too. Okay, I think that is it.
Yeah.
We are rolling and going. Do you want to do one more question? No? Are you going to come back?
My question is, how much longer is Jen going to stay so we can hang out?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just got here, so I definitely want to mosey around. I haven't seen everyone in a really long time, and this is so cool. I'm so honored to be a surprise guest here. This is so incredible that despite everything happening, y'all still managed to produce something so inspiring and so incredible. And thank you to everyone who is in the chat room right now. This is an invaluable experience. So
Yeah.
thank you.
We're all doing our best.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for
Yeah.
being here. Oh, I think our hosts are going to be coming back in. So, Jen, we must slide
out, roll out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.